Hello there. How are you all doing? I hope you had a great half term. Not only did you not have to do any homeschooling for a week, but I also hope you have managed some time with your family or friends to do some fun stuff. We as a family managed to spend some time at our local beach and even found an ice cream van, one of my favourite things of the summer. A nice Mr. Whippy ice cream with a flake in it. Delicious. But now it's back to school. Still homeschooling for a good number of you, but some of our pupils have returned to school for the first time since before Easter. I'm sure they've had a mixed feeling of looking forward to going back to school to see some friends and their teachers, but also some nervousness about how everything would work, what it was going to be like. I know some adults have had that mixture of feelings this past week, with some returning to work for the first time in a long time, while others were stepping out of their houses for the first time in 11 weeks. There have been some adults, and actually some children, who for health reasons have had to stay in their homes all this time, not even being able to go out for a walk around the block or cycle a short way. But this week, the government have said that they could leave their homes. You would think they'd be off straight away, but they too were nervous about how they would feel walking around the community or perhaps going to a shop to buy some food. They didn't know what they were going to experience either. Fortunately for you school children, you have some amazing teachers and TAs who've worked really hard to make the school a safe and fun place for you to come back to. Yes, it may be different and strange at first, but it will be a place where you don't need to worry or be afraid. It's quite natural to be afraid of things we don't understand or have never experienced before. I think we'll all be afraid of something during our lifetimes. I used to be very afraid of spiders. And even though Steve Backshaw in Deadly 60 has told me and the boys that over 99% of spiders are not harmful to human beings, I still don't like them. But then I had to overcome my fear when I moved into my first house and I lived on my own. All of a sudden, I had to overcome my fear and sort out the spiders myself. Fortunately, I'm married now and I have a husband who doesn't mind spiders, so he takes them out of the house. Ask your parents or guardians if they were afraid of something when they were young, but aren't now, and ask them how they overcame their fear. They're always interesting stories. Maybe I'll tell you one day of what happened when I came across my first big spider in my own home. Everyone's afraid. Even Jesus' friends were. Here's a story from the Bible about when they were afraid. Now, there were some fishermen. They were strong men. They were brave men, and they were used to bad weather. They'd experienced storms before, and they knew their boat. They also had a friend and teacher, Jesus, with them. He didn't seem to be worrying. In fact, he was asleep. But this was a furious storm, and they thought that they were going to drown. They woke Jesus up, and he calmed the storm. Having Jesus with them made all the difference. Hopefully, you will always have someone around who can help you out of a worrying situation, being it a friend or a family member. Christians like me have the added bonus that we believe that God is always with us. It's said that the phrase, "do not fear," appears in the Bible 365 times. That's one for every day of the year. I don't know whether that's completely true. I haven't counted. But I'm certainly reassured that God is with me, so I don't need to worry. I cannot promise that you will not be afraid during your life. But what I can promise is that here and now, not only is God here for you, but Steve and I, as well as your brilliant teachers and TAs, and of course your families and friends. So this week, don't worry if you're feeling a bit afraid. Go forth with confidence. Be full of courage, safe in the knowledge that you're not alone. As always, we close our mini assembly with a prayer. So do close your eyes and put your hands together if you would like. Think for a moment about the things that frighten you. Now think of all the people who will protect you and help you overcome your fears. Dear God, thank you that you understand when we are afraid. Thank you that in the Bible you often tell people not to be afraid. Thank you that you've always promised us to always be with us. Please help us to trust you. Amen. Have a great week, all of you. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.